Hey everybody, Nick Espinosa, your chief security fanatic here, and today we have to talk about Instagram because Instagram has been violating kids' privacy. Now, this is coming from Politico, and thank you very much, Ireland, for doing something about this. Now, here's what's up. The Irish Data Protection Commission has fined the Meta-owned social media platform Instagram 405 million euros for violations of the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR. Now, I've talked about that extensively, so I'm not going to go into all of what encompasses GDPR, but it's super important. Now, the fine, which is the second highest fine under the GDPR after a 746 million euro penalty against Amazon, is the third of these fines for a Meta-owned company that was handed down by basically the country of Ireland. Now, in an emailed statement, the Irish DPC confirmed the penalty but declined to further comment. The Irish regulator imposed the fine after having to trigger a dispute resolution mechanism to resolve other European data protection authorities' input on the penalty. Now, the penalty, currently the highest for the Meta-owned company after a 225 million euro fine for WhatsApp and a 17 million euro fine for Facebook, is aimed at Instagram's violation of children's privacy, including its publication of children's email addresses and phone numbers. The Irish DPC has basically at least 6 other investigations into Meta-owned companies in the pipeline right now. Now, in response to this, a Meta spokesperson said, and I quote, "This inquiry focused on old settings that we updated over a year ago, and we've since released many new features to help keep teens safe and their information private. And anyone under 18 automatically has their account set to private when they join Instagram, so only people they know can see what they post, and adults can't message teens who don't follow them. We engaged fully with the DPC throughout their inquiry, and we're carefully reviewing their final decision." Now, obviously, end quote. Now, obviously, Facebook, or aka Meta, Instagram, whatever you want to call them, may fight this in some way, shape, or form, but I think this is a good step in the right direction. Now, the problem that I have with this is, well, yes, they have put in these things, since then. I have talked about that Meta is actually trying to step up the game for these things. It really doesn't, negate the past issues that they've had, but other than that, it really doesn't also negate what the Facebook whistleblowers have recently said. Beyond Frances Haugen, Facebook engineers, basically under oath, were saying, we don't know where all the data is. We don't know where the data goes. We have no idea if basically Facebook or any of the Facebook properties, Meta properties, can actually adhere to the GDPR, meaning your data, my data, if we were European citizens, basically they don't have a roadmap. They were not able to offer, essentially, US regulators a roadmap into what they're doing. And so while, let's say, they're cleaning up the front-end controls for kids to make their data more private, on the back end, they still cannot do or really understand and execute GDPR principles such as the right to be forgotten, again, according to whistleblowers. That is not my opinion. That is according to the whistleblowers. And so this is obviously a huge problem. I don't know why anybody would be using Instagram. On top of the issues with privacy, we've got depression, we've got a whole bunch of issues. Norway actually had to come out with a standard that basically said if you're posting something on Instagram as an influencer, whatever the hell that means, you basically have to indicate if your picture has been altered, because you've got a whole bunch of people that are just photoshopping the bejesus out of themselves to make themselves look, I don't know, super attractive, much better, whatever it is, to basically get likes, follows, and shares. And that obviously is a huge problem. I mean, imagine if you're that 14-year-old kid, boy or girl, looking up that perfect model thinking, I will never be that in my entire life. That's a huge problem. These have such detrimental effects to kids. I've talked about it extensively, so I'm going to shut up now, but make no mistake, Instagram was violating children's privacy. They still cannot adhere to GDPR per their own whistleblowers. You really need to leave this platform too. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter, where, quite frankly, don't follow me on Facebook. I don't care about that anymore, to be perfectly honest. But if you follow me there, so be it. Understand the problems with that. Same with Twitter. Also, you can feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. Their own set of issues. Everybody's got issues these days. Necessary evil. And as always, please stay safe, stay online, and just try to stay private. Thanks, everyone.